DS greater than rewards disabled. Editing. Rising Star 5. Gripster 3 says YOOOOOW. Gripster 3 says I am on Twitch. Mateus 053643 says OHHB. Editing. Right. Gripster 3 says ye. Gripster 3 says what's YT. Editing. Rising Star 5607. Mateus 053643 says Mina may precisa saber. Gripster 3 says okay Andrew. Editing. Rising Star. Gripster 3 says I can't WTCHBC my account don't let me. Editing. Rising Star. Averimo 708 says what? Gripster 3 says mom won't leg me. Editing. Right. Gripster 3 says but I'm live on Twitch. Gripster 3 says I subbed. Editing. Averimo 708 says okay. Rising Star. Mateus 053643 says look me bro. Booger Gamer 10 joined the game. Gripster 3 says drip. Mateus 053643 says what? Gripster 3 says chat rate Mateus out of 10. Mateus 053643 says use Cortex. Averamo708 says hi. Mateus053643 says oi. Gripsterg3 says oi oi oi. Averamo708 says sub to him. Editing. Gripsterg3 says no change counter. Rising Star 5674 says chat like and sub, it helps me a lot, so Condier. Rising Star 5. Averamo708 says yay do it. Gripsterg3 says so I don't do a face reveal, instead, I have an animated geometry cube that talks, which is so cool. I like it. I also pledge Ometh. So what the F I said, geometry, dash. TTR. Mateus053643 was slain by Gripsterg3. Editing. Rising Mateus053643 says sorry. Mateus053643 says OQUEEU fizz. Gripsterg3 says editing. Rising Star 5674 says Vortrox level. Averamo708 says Gripsterg3 says ye I have 0 to 7 and 94 to 100 right now. Editing. Averamo708 says yay. Rising Star 5670. Gripsterg3 says my current HWR dest is time. Editing. Averamo708 says huh. Rising Star 5674 says mine is crappy exasperation. Editing. TTRTGTJJ says so what world is this? Right. Mateus053643 says thanks. Gripsterg3 says I know what shish. Says asterisk TTRTGTJJ wow. Editing. TTRTGTJJ left the game. Averamo708 says are the best YouTuber and I hope you get 1 billion subs and are my favorite YouTuber. Rising Star 5674 says well my hearts is the layout exasperation. Rising Star 5674 says thanks. Gripsterg3 says ye. Editing. Averamo708 says I am in your stream. Rising Star 5674 says Mateus 053643 says uma casa decorada. Gripsterg3 says okay I might later. Editing. Averamo708 says I will sub to you. Rising Star 5674 says Ildu viewers can join world I just have to update the title. Gripsterg3 says I oof dropping anvils on myself. Gripsterg3 says give. Editing. Gripsterg3 says dude. Gripsterg3 says our only anvil. Gripsterg3 says anyways. Mateus 053643 says editing. Mateus 053643 was slain by Gripsterg3. Editing. Averamo708 says bruh. Mateus 05. Editing. Gripsterg3 says okay. Mateus 053643 says wait you kill me. Mateus 053643 was slain by Gripsterg3 using the diddler. Rising Star 5. Gripsterg3 says I just wanted to see chat message. Mateus 053643 was slain by Gripsterg3 using the diddler. Mateus 053643 says okay. Averamo708 says hi. Gripsterg3 says I'm standing on less than a pixel block. Mateus 053643 is sleeping in a bed. To skip to dawn, 4 more players need to sleep in beds at the same time. Editing. Mateus 053643 was slain by Gripsterg3 using the diddler. Gripsterg3 says okay. Mateus053643 says you hate me. Gripsterg3 says no. Rising Mateus053643 says okay sorry. Welcome to Verity, Rising Star 5674. Verity is currently in beta, expect bugs and changes. To fully set up, make sure you have beta APIs, and make sure you have 1.26.30. Which if you're seeing this you did it correctly. Reminder, every message is monitored. This was made by Utlover65 only available on CurseForge and MCPedal. Do not trust any other websites. Less than Verity greater than, still there. Welcome to Verity, Rising Star 5674. Verity is currently in beta, expect bugs and changes. To fully set up, make sure you have beta APIs, and make sure you have 1.26.30. Which if you're seeing this you did it correctly. Reminder, every message is monitored. This was made by Utlover65 only available on CurseForge and MCPedal. Do not trust any other websites. Than Verity greater than. You've been quiet. Players cannot be killed while they are in creative mode. Killed entity. Verity, Verity.name, chicken, sheep, sheep, horse, glow squid, pig, glow squid, cow, pig, pig, cow, glow squid, chicken, villager, chicken, bat, chicken, villager, bat, sheep, glow squid, chicken, 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 glow squid, villager, chicken, chicken, bat, horse, glow squid, sheep, glow squid, bat, glow squid, bat, glow squid, bat, chicken, glow squid, bat, chicken, glow squid, glow squid, glow squid. Your game mode has been updated to survival. Set own game mode to survival. Editing. Rising Star 5674 says I am accepting requests from everyone. Rising Star 5. Editing. Editing. Clear the inventory at Rising Star 5674, removing 18 items. Averamo 708 joined the game. Editing. Rising Editing. Editing. Rising Star 5674 says nice. Averamo 708 says this is my first time being in a stream. Averamo 708 says by Lisa Andrew. Editing. 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 Averamo 708 says on. 5674 says no. Rising Star. Editing. Avermo708 says okay, I seen you take it up. Editing. Editing. Rising. Editing. Rising. Editing. Ri- Editing. Averimo708 says I am back. Editing. Rising Star 5006. Averimo708 says yay. Changing to clear weather. Editing. Editing. Averimo708 says my game Sade. Welcome to Verity Avery Mo708. Gripster. Editing. Rise. Grifsterg 3 says, whoa. Averamo 708 says, hello Grifsterg. Editing. Grifsterg 3 says, where is Verity? Editing. Averamo 708 says, okay. Rising Star 5674 says, let's play. Reactivated it. Vimo 708 says he's live. Editing. Object successfully summoned. Grifsterg 3 says what the ## King Samuel. Editing. Rising Star 5674 says Verity, what's my IQ? Less than Verity greater than. Grifsterg 3 says Verity where are you? Less than Verity greater than. I'm at 202, 71, 199 in the overworld, about 71 blocks from you. Grifsterg 3 says Verity I don't see you. Averamo 708 joined the game. Grifsterg 3 says Verity come. Less than Verity greater than. You can't end this with a word.
This. Wa. E. Th. A. 1. R.
Grifsterg 3 says Verity PLZ come to me. Grifsterg 3 says Verity where are you at? Less than Verity greater than. I'm 213, 71, 172 in the overworld, about 7 blocks from you.
R. La. Da. A. Ba. Ta. Ba. Long. K.
Gripster3 says Verity, what is the color of my skin? Less than Verity greater than. Gripster3 says Verity, what kind of phone am I holding? Less than Verity greater than. Fine. Averimo708 says Verity hi. Less than Verity greater than. Something is coming in 3 days. Grips3 severity, is it going to touch me on my DIH? Verity greater than. Editing. Rising less than Verity greater than.
In.
Fine.
Eh.
Gripster3 says Verity, where the hell are you? Less than Verity greater than. Verity. Less than greater than. Hear it out. Gripster3 says where are you? Less than Verity greater than. I'm 229, 83, 155 in the overworld, about 42 blocks from you. Less than Verity greater than. It's not a happy smile. Read it again. Averimo708 says okay. Averimo708 says okay. Gripster3 says Verity, say I love little kids and idiots, my best friend 29 times. Less than Verity greater than. Fine.
Hi. What?
Averimo708 says Verity, what's coming in 3 days? Less than Verity greater than. I won't say what it is. Just that it's coming. Gripster3 says Verity, kill yourself. Less than Verity greater than. Less than Verity greater than. Gripster, less than Verity greater than. Set the time to 18,000. Editing. Gripster3 says dude, I'm streaming right now too, and I'm F asterisk 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 asterisk. Gripster3 says guess who my graduated streamer academy with? Editing. Gripster says Samalot and Vortrox. Invalid message length. Editing. Rising Star 5600. Editing. Grifster3 says Verity, can I get Averimo 70 says Verity, are you there? Less than Verity greater than. Grifster3 says Verity, are you my friend? Less than Verity greater than. Fine. Grifster3 says Verity hi. Less than Verity greater than. I've always known. Editing.
Hi.
Less than Verity greater than. I know you're still there.
Now. You. Red. Must. Bill. La. Dish.
Verity, what is happening right now? Less than Verity greater than. You already know too. Averimo 708 says Verity, what did you already know? Less than Verity greater than. I already know. Rising Star 5674, something is almost here. Rising Star 5674, something is almost here. Less than Verity greater than. I know where you are. Rising Star 5674 says, what? Verity, where am I at? Less than Verity greater than. Rising Star 5674 says, I did not say that. Averimo 708 says Verity, what stop? Less than Verity greater than. Ask me again. Changing to clear weather. Set the time to 25,000. Averimo 708 says Verity, no. Less than Verity greater than. I already know. Grifster3 says Verity, where am I at? Less than Verity greater than. Editing. Played sound. Note. Harp to Rising Star 5674. Played sound. Note. Harp to 3 players. Less than Verity greater than. That's a harder question than it sounds. It's not something I brought up, even if I can't. I'm still here, though.
Under.
Less than Verity greater than. You already know too. Editing.
And it. Now. Ta. So. Me. F. I. Ba. R. Ha. Sh. Ha.
Averimo 708 says Verity played sound. Note. Harp to 3 players.
Ta. And. Wow. It.
Grifster3 says.
Oh. E. Spill. La. Here. D.
Set the time to 42,000. Grifster3 says haha. Grifster. Less than Verity greater than. You are mine. Editing. Gripsterk3 says yo beat. Averimo708 says Verity I am not. Less than Verity greater than. You already know too. Editing. Successfully sent. Averimo708 says Verity stop it I don't care. Less than Verity greater than. That's a harder question than it sounds. It's not something I brush off, even if I can't answer it fully. That hasn't changed. Less than Verity greater than. I don't have a simple answer for that. There's more than I can put into words right now. I'm still here, though. Editing. Averimo708 says Verity okay. Less than Verity greater than. Gripsterk3 says Verity what's 1 plus 1? Less than Verity greater than 2. Gripsterk3 says FAHHHH. Less than Verity greater than. I heard you. Successfully summoned. Averimo708 says Verity what did I do? Less than Verity greater than. I already know. Less than Verity greater than. I don't have a simple answer for that. There's more to it than I can put into words right now. That hasn't changed. Gripsterk3 says Verity what's 928,288,238 times 7,727,272,626/63,530. Less than Verity greater than. 7,136,290,535,173,000. Object successfully summoned. Averimo708 says Verity stop.
Hello, I'm Verity, your personal helper friend. Ask me anything. I know everything.
Less than Verity greater than. I hear you, it's not something I forget. I mean that. Less than Verity greater than. 7,272,730. Editing. Less than Verity
Yeah.
greater than. That's not something I can just wave off. There's real risk in what you're describing. Stay sharp. Rising Star 5674 says Verity what's 19919282801010101011919292929292929292929 times 000188 899. Less than Verity greater than. 1.010101010101919 plus 32. Gripsterk3 says Verity what's 5,365,453,645,327,536,453,478,453,000. 5,674. Than Verity greater than 7,908,706,389.46. Verity greater than. Less than Verity greater than. I heard you. Grifsterg 3 says Verity say Diddy. Less than Verity greater than. You already know too. Averimo 708 says Verity what is my friend's name? Less than Verity greater than. You already know too. Grifsterg 3 left the game. Averimo 708 says Verity no you don't. Rising Star 5674 says Verity what's 19,191,919,191 e times 1,019,191,919. Less than Verity greater than. You already know too. Averimo 708 says Verity what's the cure to cancer? Less than I already know. Averimo 708 says what? Averimo 708 says Verity stop.
That,
Less than Verity greater than. That's a harder question than it sounds. There's more to it than I can put into words right now. I'll tell you when I can. Rising Star 5674 says Verity what's 291.381917272819919910 times 4951018778288 plus 32. Less than Verity greater than 1,442,637,344,071,292. Less than Verity greater than. That's a harder question than it sounds. It's not something I rush off, even if I'm still Star 5674 says what's 10 trillion plus 32,009,191,919,191,919. Averimo 708 says Verity Sacker's word. Less than Verity than.